Right now, everything you do online feels safe. Whether it's your WhatsApp chat, your Facebook account, your bank transactions, or even your government secrets, all locked behind the walls of encryption. But what happens when all these walls of encryption, all this safety and secrecy, they fall, they vanish, and not days and years, in seconds? Have you even imagined the day? That's a day when quantum computing really arrives. So what are these mysterious machines that we are talking about, the quantum computers? Well, in case of the classical computers, the computers that exist today, they operate on the fundamentals of 0 and 1, the true and the false. Either the state exists or it doesn't exist, just like a switch. You can switch it off or you can switch it on. Both the states do not exist at the same time. But in case of quantum computer, these both states exist at the same time. That means head and tails exist at the same time. 0 and 1 exist at the same time. So you can imagine the possibilities or solutions that exist when both the states exist at the same time. Millions of solutions at the same time. Not only 0 and 1, all the possibilities between 0 and 1, all the probabilities between 0 and 1 that exist at the same time. It's just like racing a person on the bike with somebody who is ready to teleport. Well, everything is not doomed when quantum computing arrives. In fact, quantum computing is going to be the biggest achievement in human history, in human life. It will help the scientists simulate the molecules to design new drugs. The drugs for cancer, the drugs for Alzheimer, the drugs for cancers, and help to research the R&D to create new material. It will help the scientists create material for clean energy. Maybe help reduce the cost of the products that we see in the market. Maybe develop new business models. Maybe in the social perspective, it may help balance the economical conditions of people. So nothing is outright doomed for us. It's the way that we want to use the quantum computing, and we have seen from the history that the technology, when it arrives, it is always used in the destructive purpose, not in the constructive way, as is being used in case of artificial intelligence. I mean, we are seeing more weapons rather than AI being used in some of the research work. I believe every technology that comes must be used for the constructive purpose. And quantum computing is something which I believe will bring a complete change in the way the human approaches the planet Earth, human approaches the outer universe. Maybe it would allow human to explore the possibilities of new life forms. Maybe the space travel would become easier. Maybe the conditions to travel faster would become easier for human form. So how close we are to have the quantum computers with us? Well, not exactly very close, but the research work is ongoing. Companies like Google, IBM, they're already working a lot in this field. A lot of billions of dollars are being spent on the research work. With what started with a single qubit and a 2 qubit, now they're going to thousands of qubits. The machines are getting enlarged, the machines are getting better. And the algorithms are, there's a lot of research being done on the algorithms. A lot of research is being made to combine the classical computer and the quantum computer so that it is available for the businesses to use or research companies to use. There is also a quantum internet test that, quantum internet that has been tested recently by the universities. So not everybody is sleeping. US National Institute of Standard and Technology have already announced some of the quantum proof encryption standards. But the encryptions which we have currently with the organizations like banks or the organizations, the government organizations or the military, they may take a long time for them to change or to adapt to the quantum standards. Not everyone is adapting the quantum proof encryption standards, and they're waiting and watching. I think it's going to be a very big surprise for them when it happens, and they may not have a solution, a very quick fix to do when that thing happens or that day that arrives. So what it means for us? Well, I believe the kids of future or the generation, the next generation will come up or grow up in an environment where the security would mean very different than we are having right now. They may have a very different encryption standard. They may have a very different type of internet. They may have a very different type of safety mechanism to operate their mobile phones. The times are changing. The times are going to change drastically because of the technological advancement. The combination of the artificial intelligence with quantum computing would add a new dimension to it, because it's going to create a possibility, it's going to open the possibilities where human life would seek a lot adventurous type of technological era, because it would have means to explore, the possibilities to explore, and to go into a dimension which we currently do not have a very much vision to it. Well, the day when quantum computer really arrives, it would not be like a Hollywood explosion, you know, the explosion that we are used to in the movies, but it would be very silent destruction, I would say. It would start with the destruction, and then the awareness within the organizations how to counter those particular destructive elements, and then try to work upon for the defenses of it. For the technological enthusiasts, is to work on the quantum systems, understand the quantum computers, how they operate, and how we can bring in the ethics and integrity in our organizations, how we can improve the cybersecurity and quantum proof algorithms we can use, or quantum proof encryption standards that we can use. We can be made aware. We can create an awareness in the IT departments and organizations what is quantum computing and how to safeguard in future, and to be prepared for that future, the day that we are at the mercy of somebody breaking in our organizations and learning the trade secrets of our organization. And I think let's be ready for that quantum space, and that's a very, I would say, and it's going to be a very interesting future. I think coming of artificial intelligence and quantum, and when the application of quantum space with the AI is there, I think we are going to create a very new type of intelligence, a new type of consciousness, a new type of intelligence that human brain is still not yet able to accept it. Maybe not in our generation, maybe the next generation would be fully adaptable to, maybe the Z generation that we call it, would be more adaptable to this new technological advancement. And as a technical and technology enthusiast and somebody who has worked in the technology, I believe that this is way more interesting. The future is very interesting. And keep up the space. I will keep on bringing the space of technology in terms of AI and quantum in the space of telecommunications, where I have spent around 20 years. And I would talk about a lot of stuff in technology. If you're interested, you can subscribe. This is my first video, and I think in future I'm going to bring more information so that you can view my channel or my video, and you can comment. We can discuss what is your view in terms of quantum computing, in terms of AI, in terms of machine learnings, and in terms of communications, and how it is going to be in the future. So write to me. I would be very happily reading those comments, and if the time permits, I would be replying that too. Thank you. Goodbye.